Greetings, friends and Robloxians. Welcome to A Little Kingdom production. We're revisiting the Noob island I created to showcase the Noob to Pro series. I left off episode 3 working towards a tier 3 workbench. I'm very close to achieving it. But since my last video on Starfruit Cake, unrelated to the Noob to Pro series, I got a few questions and comments from viewers and friends about not having the level to make a Starfruit Cake, asking about how to even get Starfruit seeds. Starfruit Cake is not an item that a new player should expect to achieve when they're still in the very noob stages. To make Starfruit Cake on your own without any help, you first need to have achieved cooking level 52. However, you could bypass that grind, just have a friend set up the machines for you. Another thought about Starfruit is that the seeds are originally got from mob islands. Some can be found on Bufflecore, but mostly on Wizard Island. Here I spend 5 minutes trying to get on top of this rocky spire to fetch a starfruit. Sadly, there's no seed this time. On a rare occasion, picking the wild starfruits gives a seed, but only on the mob islands. While I continue to grind for that tier 3 workbench, let's also look at how to level up cooking from my noob point of view. Having a tier 3 workbench is not a necessity to start working on cooking skills, which we'll do now. You're first going to need a cooking table. I think you could do this and gain XP on a friend's or on a published island, but the table is rather inexpensive. Just 30 wood and 10 iron ingots. Let's just build one and place it here. On Roblox Island's wiki fandom, there's pretty much everything you need to know about cooking. It states cooking is a skill that mainly focuses on food recipes. It can be leveled up by cooking food and is used to unlock recipes to craft food on the cooking table. I just crafted one single dough that cost me 3 wheat. That single dough gained me 30 experience points for cooking. Now I cook the dough into bread on the furnace, and I get another 3 points of cooking experience, or XP as the game displays it here. Let's see what happens if we cook a bunch more. I have 150 wheat, enough to craft 50 dough. Wow, that's 375 cooking XP, and I'm instantly promoted to level 5 cooking. It doesn't take much to level up in the early stages, but once you're a more established player with the ability to automate some type of food farm or cooking factory, you will be leveling up without even thinking about it. But first, we'll need that tier 3 workbench to make any equipment that allows us to do that. From now on, I will add crafting food as part of my routine, part of the grind. A reason to increase cooking skills is that there are many food items that work as power-ups, increasing many player attributes and skill boosters. We want to be able to craft them and use them as soon as possible. Good to get a head start on cooking XP. Another thing I want to add to the daily grind is completing those quests that are given by the NPCs. I already did a treasure quest from Davy the Pirate and scored a treasure chest, but I missed out on recording that. Luckily, Davy visits our island with these quite often, and I already have another one. There's a quest that I'm thinking of now that includes cooking, and that is on Maple Island. I'm heading to Maple Island now. Just turn about 120 degrees to the left after entering the hub and head towards the air balloons and the maple-colored trees. There's this big maple bottle before Maple Island portal. You can't miss it. A new player could get started on the Maple Island quests as soon as they have maple trees. To complete the first part of the quest requires at least 1 maple tree, as you will see. Let's get in line here. Just kidding, there's no reason to wait in line. The first NPC we meet, just talk to Bailey here and she tells you a bunch of stuff and gives you a maple workbench. The quests on Maple Island are awesome because there are several layers to it and it gets more and more difficult to complete the quests, which makes it fun and interesting, I think. After getting the quest instructions from Bailey, back on my island, I place the maple workbench and craft the tree tap. I put the tree tap on a maple tree. As of now, it only works on maple trees, and we collect 1 sap every 90 seconds. You will only need 3 sap to complete the first part of this quest, but complete the rest of this quest on your own time. For now, I'm going to continue to grind for my tier 3 workbench. Once we have it, the game possibilities will be expanded, and we won't feel like a noob much anymore. That's what I think anyway. I almost forgot about the pirate treasure quest, and this might be our ace up the sleeve, so follow along with me real quick here. I'm going to get the treasure chest using the map Davey the pirate gave me. We do need the stone shovel that can be crafted on at least a tier 1 workbench. Even though I have almost grinded enough iron ingots to do the tier 3 workbench upgrade, I could trade a treasure chest for a whole bunch of iron. The map Davey gave could be on any island connected to the hub or the hub itself. I think my first one was in the hub, but my second treasure chest map shows its location is on Pirate Island. Get there by heading straight ahead from the hub's portal, then steer yourself towards these ships in the water. This one that's docked here has the pirate captain Hannah, who offers a safe passage to Pirate Island. And you know what? There are even more game quests here. I won't show you all of them. I just highly recommend that you talk to the NPCs over here and do those quests when you have time. You will be rewarded with pirate currency, as well as collecting all the items the mobs drop, kiwis, and more, and just having more fun. But right now, I am on a mission. X marks the spot where a treasure chest is, and your location is the green dot. I haven't opened many treasure chests lately, but I have in the past. In one video I did with my friend Snowy, we opened like 100 treasure chests or more, I can't remember. But one time, and only once, I got the captain's rapier. This is, in my opinion, the most valuable weapon in the game. It adds luck in combat where you get more drops from the mobs, and it helps me a lot. I often run around looking for treasure with the map open. It can be a bit tricky and sometimes I run into obstacles, but once I get my green dot over that red X, I know it's time to start digging. I put the map away and pull out the shovel and dig all around that area where the X is. Sometimes it's not exactly on the X, but it's usually very near. Some spots can be tricky, but this one is rather easy. Now, let's use the ace up our sleeve, so to speak, and try to get a ton of iron with this treasure chest. It literally takes seconds after I make the offer to trade a treasure chest for iron ingots before I get somebody interested in the deal. They offer me 1,000 ingots. I was silly at first and asked for 500, but then I held out for the 1,000. I could have gotten much more. But as a new player, not trying to wait around for the very best deal, but just to get on with being able to craft that tier 3 workbench, and with 1,000 iron, I'm going to have plenty more for a little while. Back on my island, I'm going to upgrade this tier 2 workbench to tier 3. This never gets old. It's a real milestone in the game. There are so many new things we can craft on the tier 3 workbench. Only reason to upgrade to a tier 4 in my opinion is when you want to craft some of the oil rig equipment and have tier 2 vendings and tier 2 industrial items, as well as some extras. But many players have become accustomed to just going to published islands or friends islands that have the tier 4 workbench, because that thing takes a ton of bronze, and we're a ways away from the Bronze Age. We're still working with a stone shovel, for goodness sakes. I'm going to end the episode here. Please hit the like and subscribe. Help the Little Kingdom channel grow. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or just to say hi. Please join the Little Kingdom Discord for continued conversation, and if you want to talk about maybe some future video projects we should work on. The Little Kingdom is really a collaboration between me and my friends. I couldn't do this without them and you. So thank you so much for watching, and remember, have fun and keep it imaginary.